Earthquake, earthquake, earthquake. What's up, guys? This is RmZD bringing you a musical version of a Pubcast.
30 seconds to battle.
Like an earthquake. Okay. That song is totally sweet. So again, what is up, guys? This is RmZD. I need an overlay. Coming to you, my people. You recording?
The battle begins.
With a Pubcast brought to us from our good friends at Reddit at the subreddit Dota 2 Cast It. This is actually the second time I will be casting my friend I am Mr. Popo. Lucky for us, his name in-game is not I am Mr. Popo, so y'all people don't know who the fuck he is, and so you don't know which team wins. So either way, before further ado, I will introduce the teams. On the raiding team, we're gonna have Law. Some name in Law on our Drought Ranger. Going to the hard lane has a Wraith Band and a little bit of regen from the healing salve. That is kind of a stupid build. Gripe playing our line, going to assist
I'm around.
Tinker. Going mid, picked up by TP Gandhi. And in the bot lane, we're going to have Gandhi Sanctifrax. Got it. Sanctifrax. Sometimes when I see words, I just make up what I think it says and just go with it. I'm like, fuck it. That says Sanctifrax. It's like Shadowfax, but in like Santa form. Whatever. Sanctifrax playing our Lich, and then Gandhi Raptor also playing the Tinkermanon. They really love Gandhi. This dude. Or maybe actually Gandhi. I don't know. Maybe his name's actually TP, and Gandhi's the team name. I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna call this dude TP. And this is Sanctifrax. That's a Raptor. And on the Dire team, we're gonna have our Phantom Lancer, played by Phantom because, yeah, 2 times playing our Bane Elemental. Mid is gonna be picked up by a Russian dude on the Ancient Apparition, sitting at 0 last hits and 3 waves because he's really, really good at Dota. On top lane, Russian dude playing our Sand King, and Archangel on our Bristleman. Bristleback. So far we'll see TP mid lane having a ridiculous advantage, and he's going to clean up first blood there because our Ancient Apparition is a really bad player. I'll tell you guys that from my future prediction. I totally didn't watch this game before. In the meanwhile, Drow actually, I think this is like where Drow randomly like loses all of her health and runs back and dies. Like I see her health drop and I see her run away in the minimap, so I'm like, she's fine. But no, she dies. I want to make sure I saw first blood, and then Drow feeds top as well. So yeah, our AA has managed to get 0 last hits and has died. When he went Chilling Touch at 1, this dude is really bad. Like really, really bad. Look at this, Chilling Touch up. Full feet. Misses the last hit. Misses the last hit. Auto attacks. What? He gets his first last hit! Ah, the crowd goes wild! Okay! In the meanwhile, Phantom is just hanging out. Going the Doppelwalk Juxtapose build. Because nukes are for sissy girls. In the meanwhile, our Bane Elemental actually skilling up Enfeeble, but not using it. I think he actually did cast it a few times. Yeah, he's... No, he's gonna Brain Set the Morphling. If he really does just spam Enfeeble on the Morphling, it'll kind of destroy Morphling's last hitting ability, as, you know, obviously that's what the spell does. Pretty good way to win your lane. Or really just to make the enemy lose the lane horrifically. But either way, choosing to rush. He rushed a Soul Ring, has it already. Cool. Actually has more last hits than our Phantom Lancer. Phantom Lancer not a very good last hitter, and I think 2 turns is farming over him. Top lane, our AFK right-clicking Drow Ranger, who I will tell you is so fucking pro at Dota. You guys are going to be amazed by his plays this game. Tinker blows up Ancient Apparition mid. I'll tell you, this is a theme of this game, and I just kind of am going to ignore it from now on because Ancient Apparition is awful. Just gonna get dope here though by the combination of Bristleback and Sand King. We're gonna burst strike, cooling down. Second does not need it. He gets blown up by one last claw attack from our Sand King. Pops her like a goddamn balloon. Sweet, sweet goal for that top lane. Oh yeah, and Lion's just gonna kind of strut back in. Gets Nazo gooed up. We're gonna have a stun on Sand King, but no, Sand King, never mind, walks in the wave. This is where Sand King walks in the wave with like 200 HP and just dies to impale right click. When, oh, he has no regen. Yeah, he goes to silly Bill where he gets no regen. Bristleback's gonna try to do some damage to the Lion. Lion turns around, uses the Earth Spike sitting at level 5, drops the Hex, does some pretty good damage to the Bristleback. Bristleback pops the wand. He's gonna man fight him down. Who's gonna? Oh, he manages to kill him with the 1 nasal goo armor reduction. Lion at that 1 armor, not very good. If only Lion drained the mana of Bristleback, I think he would have won that fight. Maybe. Bristleback did pop a wand afterwards, so he still would have had the goo, the nasal goo. So, top of the charts, we're going to have our Tinker sitting at 13 and our Morphling sitting at 12 at 5 minutes. That's pretty bad farm on both of them, but again, as we can see with this Ancient Apparition, this isn't the highest skill bracket in the world, and I'm not really one to talk. I would have been in the lowest skill bracket of Dota for like the first 4 years I played Dota 1. Ice Blast being thrown on Phantom Waveform, and a rocket from Tinker cleans up 1-2 terms. Gonna try to run away. Can he escape? Gonna get flanked by Morphling. Tinker, though, has no mana for rockets. Bottling up has it now for Laser, level 4. Laser plus Waveform. Oh, Laser plus Waveform, man. Blow a motherfucker up. I was so bad at Dota and Dota 1 for so long that I played APEM for seriously 4 years straight. I can still tell you to this day exactly what happened in a game, in the game, where I was flamed so hard by somebody that I actually was like, holy shit, this guy is such a fucking douche. Maybe there's something legitimate about what he's saying. And I remember what it was. It was a random draft game, and I first picked a Void, and he flamed the shit out of me for not picking up a Tidehunter first. Which honestly, you know, with lineup complexity and more versatility and just in lineups and depending on the pool that was in random draft, it's not necessarily true, but in random draft, Tidehunter is pretty freaking good since lanes will be weak and he'll get levels. So I'm talking like, I first picked Void. It's story time if you guys are wondering. It's story time, yay! Drought disconnects. If you didn't notice that. Sitting at 9 last hits in 6 minutes, 2 deaths to his name, but don't worry, he's so Imba Pro, guys. You'll understand later on. We're gonna have a dive actually onto Sanctifax. Rocket's gonna fly, not gonna land on anyone. We're gonna turn it, and he's gonna work on the 2 chains, but no mana up on the laser. I think he just sat in this lane for this whole time. Could have gone back mid. But, you know, AA managed to get 2 last hits since Tinker left. Actually 3. He got all 3 since Tinker started roaming. It's been that long. Tinker, close to his BOTs. Pressure's gonna be thrown into line mid. He managed to get level 6 at least on AA. That's really all the hero needs. Just kind of needs XP. Our Lion is sitting at level 6. He's gonna have Thinker right now. Can actually just blow up this Sand King since he hits for 800 damage before reduction, so that's 600 with reduction. Yeah, he can just one-shot the Sand King right now without any issue. But he doesn't. I'll tell you now. He just doesn't do it. He's gonna walk up. He's Earth Spike. If Bristleback's facing him, he kills Bristleback as well. That's a little riskier because Bristleback can turn around. I would try to kill the Bristleback honestly since he's the farmer. I would try to fish with the Earth Spike, and if I get Bristleback as he's facing me, I would finger him and blow that motherfucker up. Sometimes you gotta math in Dota. 800 damage at level 6 is what you can do with your abilities. Reduce it by 25% because every hero has a passive 25% magical damage resistance. And yeah, so look, he's gonna Earth Spike, you can just finger him and kill him. He actually managed to region up pretty well there. So he would have killed him with a finger and a right click. Right now he can kill him. It does 450 damage. Does not kill him though. I think he saves it and blows someone else up. Either way, back to story time. I first picked Void. Dude flames the shit out of me. He was our last pick. I'm talking the entire draft page. He's just like, holy shit, you're such a fucking idiot. Why would you ever fucking do that? What an idiot. Oh my god, my team's so bad. Like, consistent shit.
With my thanks.
The game's going on and all I do is try to fight people. Because again, I was awful. At Dota, I didn't know what last inning was. I just like auto-attack waves. And again, he's just flaming everyone the whole time. He ends up going like 9-0 and kind of like carries the mid game. And so I was like, oh my god, this guy is such a prick. What the fuck is he talking about? Why did my pick matter? I picked a carry. Carries are good, right? So I went to play Dota for the first time. Searched how to draft. And I saw this big chart someone posted that like heroes you should draft, what they do, what you should look for. Big AoE ultimates are good. Just general random drafts. And I read that and it like blew my fucking mind. I like, watched my first pro replay then. That's the first time I saw Tinker with Boots of Travel, and I was like, holy shit, that's so good! Because I totally went like Mana Boots Tinker the whole time before that. Awful stuff. That's where I started actually watching Dota and became pretentious dick for like the next 4 years. Where I'd always think I was like really good and knew what I was talking about, and then I never really did. Now, I kind of know what I'm talking about most of the times, but I still understand that, like, I have a brain cell. Onto the ledge, he just gets blown up, standing, tanking the creep wave for no reason. His Morphling just hanging out for no reason in this, over here. I don't know why. You should notice that Phantom Lancer has actually not skilled up Phantom Lance past level 1. Yay!
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower.
Like, things like seeing a Blink Dagger on Clinks for the first time doesn't faze me anymore, because I understand... I'm getting better at understanding that some people will understand the game better than me. So when Eternal Envy goes Blink Dagger on Clinks, he probably has a good reason. And he fucking owned that game, so there was a good reason. Phantom Lancer blows up Tinker, because she's just walking around at no HP. This game is pretty passive for a little while. The early game doesn't really matter. It's just people roaming around. We can watch that kill again. So what happens when I watch a game for once already and it gets kind of boring. Yeah, he has double walk. He just doesn't double walk. Like he just doesn't double walk. You see, like showing you the kill is cool and all. Everyone wants to watch the kills, and that's my point. As my whole job as a caster. But like watching people just not know how to play their hero just feels so ungratifying to me, guys. Existential conflict. I'm totally kidding. I'll be a better caster now and actually watch kills. Banwell has rotated top, has no ultimate, has already used it somewhere. Did not get a kill. Did not get a kill? Did not get a kill. Did he get a kill? They killed Lich. Bot lane. Oh, he's in on Lich bot lane. That's how they killed him. Gonna dive line, drops the brain staff. Is it gonna be enough damage? No, one more right click would have made him pop. And yeah, our SK is gonna AFK here.
Top tower is under attack.
Bane's gonna come back in, backstabbing, but he walks into 2. Lions come back, drops the Hex. We'll start draining some mana, runs away. Although Bane already used his brain sap and has no mana, and Lion has no reason to run away. And they could have just chased him. They just kind of don't. Because again, you'll just wait, and yeah, our Sand King just walks in after everyone's using their spells and runs away. Like 10 seconds after Bane goes in, he comes in, because Mo Dota solo plays are the name of Dota. It's if you're not solo killing people, you're fucking terrible and the kill doesn't count. 1v1 me new. Wall team, Y team there, you can't even 1v1 me.
Radiant's middle
I'm just gonna exit down. Sand King, he actually burrow strikes and misses over the trees. If he was a little bit more patient, he would have lived here, but no, Lion's just gonna kill him. Has Trickle Boots up, is super fast, gets the kill.
Ooh, quit now!
Yeah, this Drow is so good, guys. You'll understand. He's like the fucking best player on the team. He does some serious, ridiculous plays. Bristleback picks up a haster and walks through a march and eats a laser rocket combo to the face and drops to about a 3rd HP because reasons. Our Lich sitting at level 6 has his brown boots, is doing Lich things, having brown boots, having his ulti. All he needs. Simple man. Simple pleasure. Just wants to watch the world freeze. I don't want to set the world on fire. I just want to set a flame in your heart. I don't know the words, so then I just stop singing the melody correctly. They're gonna look to dive. The Morphling bottom. Will there be a TP reaction coming up from the Radiant team? Lich is rotating in. There's our Tinker with his BOT. He's showing them off the first time. Has his Soul Ring. Drop Marsh. And our Bristleback just walks in and dies. Morphling getting really skittish and waveforming away. I don't really know why. Phantom Lancer, Sand King, Bristleback aren't going to kill you anyways. You could just fight.
Radiant's
Probably kill
middle
another
tower
one.
is under attack.
But choosing to play it safe, that's the thing. That's fine. Whatever. Top lane getting aggressive onto the Bane. Bane sitting at 160 HP. Hey, ult's gonna miss. Would have killed off the Drow, I think. Is it 150 damage? 250 damage. Yeah, it's good. It's good ult. March is being dropped by Gandhi, level 2 March now. Has his BOTs. 600 gold in the bank after Silvering. Gonna try to pick up possibly a Blink Dagger. Maybe a 4-staff. I don't know. I don't like 4-staff on Tinker. I think it's bad in almost all situations. It's against a clockwork. Let's get a blink and be invulnerable. Grip's gonna be used on Lion. Archangel though is gonna continue chasing the Drow. I think Bane solos up. Oh, Wand being used by Grip. Fingers the Bane and blows him up. Bane not quick enough on the Brain Sap. And Shambrishnall's going to miss. And yeah, Lion walks away because Bane does not use his abilities quickly. Gotta get that Brain Sap off, man. Honestly, just Brain Sap and earlier, like if you're not super confident in being able to chain your abilities after the channel,
Dire's bottom tower
you
is
can
under
cut off half a second of it. It doesn't really matter, especially in that instance. There's a Bristleback there, anyways, to cut him off. Bristleback's gonna dive the Lion. Lion sitting on, has a Hex. He's gonna turn around, doesn't drop the Hex, drops the Hex now. He's gonna look to run away. Can he escape? Pops the Wand. Bristleback dropping pretty low to the tower. He's gonna look to continue to dive. Drops the Goo. I think he just, yeah, he dies unless right click. And then the AA ult lands on the Lion and picks him off. Ancient Apparition turning a bad fight into a good fight. Rushing possibly a Yules. Knowing this kind of game, people generally want to rush items unless you slow kill people, so I'd imagine he's going Yules. I'm gonna cast this like I'm gonna try to cast it like I don't know what's gonna happen because it's lame if I'm just like he builds this item next. This person's dying here in 2 minutes next. I'll do it early just because the kills don't really mean anything. Push being mounted by the Radiant team, dropping the laser rockets on the Sand King. Walks forward. Yeah, that's. There's bold, there's brave, and there's kind of stupid. And I'm gonna say Tinker is a man because he did not die. So that not dying pretty much makes it manly. I'll take it. Get Phantom Lance up, does the 0 damage, drops the rockets and away from over top, blows the Phantom Lance. He's just gonna TP out. No, ooh, Grip was up. Maybe not really scouting that out. They pretty much obviously know Tinker's there. He walked down here and then didn't move. You'd think you want to kill the Tinker. Since he's like level 1 billion.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
This Tinker 6-0 right now. You think you'd want to kill? Oh, Grip gonna be used on the Lich. Not really necessary. They had the Grip. They killed the Tinker too, but wasting it on the Bane, or wasting it on
Dire's top tower
a Lich gonna have a few being thrown on the Tinker. I don't know if it's gonna do anything. Tinker can just rearm and slay. Tinker walks in though, sitting at 400 HP. Arcano's getting aggressive. Has laser. Has rockets. Gonna blow up the Bristleback rockets. Is this gonna be enough to clean up the Bane? No. Yeah, 100 HP target with. When you have a Bristleback next to you and doesn't have a hard disable, don't waste your Fiend's Grip. It's like the last time I was playing Lion. I have like the sickest Lion set right now. I was playing with my friends, so of course I'm going to try to kill steer them every single time I possibly can. And I literally fingered a target. And I tried to, oh god, sorry, I just miss camera control super hard. I like cast finger to steal it, and then I realized that it would actually go off as the hero was dying. So I hit S to cancel it, but I changed my hotkeys to ASDF recently, so W was actually stopped for me, and I literally fingered nothing. My friend still got the kill. My ultimate went off. It was really funny. I've seen this movie before, guys, where I fingered a dead corpse. Yeah. You're welcome, listeners. That was for you. From my heart. Rocket's gonna fly into Archangel. TP and by Bane Elemental. Does he have Grip? Coming off in 10 seconds. They can look to get pretty aggressive here. Sand King backing off. Has no mana. Trying to rush that Blink Dagger. I think the mana boots are even better, bro. Blink Dagger good, but having mana to cast abilities generally better. I mean, if you're really good at mana efficiency, yeah, get the Blink. But, like, he's not starving for farm. Let's just get the mana boots and, like, farm creeps in the jungle. If he went mana boots and just, like, stun creeps in the jungle for the past 3 minutes, then he would have had Blink Dagger anyways as well. So, I don't know, he has his Blink Dagger now. Just kind of walks back to base. No reason to really do that when you can just buy it right here. So that gonna go onto our Tinker lift, or Grip is used, that lift. Well, off the Tinker. He managed to kill the Tinker before the Bristleback dies. Bristleback sitting at 100 HP, pops the wand, is going to walk away from this. 933 gold bounty picked up from that Tinker. Tinker was on a wicked sick streak. 7-0. Now 7-1. Off the board for 30 seconds. In the meanwhile, though, Morphling and Lich clean up bottom tier 2. Not really good defense coming out from a Family Lancer because, again, he has a terrible skill build. Sitting at 33 last hits at 20 minutes. Not a really illustrious Phantom Lancer play. Not really illustrious Phantom Lancer play this game so far. 0-4 and 0. Being the anchor of all anchors. The burden of all burden. This Phantom Lancer hopefully will ramp into higher gear as mid-game and late-game progresses. Maybe gets his farm up. You should really look to be top lane. You generally want your Phantom Lancer to be next to a controllable jungle. Since this tier 1 is still up for the raiding team, they cannot control the enemy jungle. So put your Phantom Lancer top so he can properly push out lanes with maybe his illusions if you feel scared. Farm the jungle with his actual hero or vice versa. Just general flash farming multiple camps wave things so we can catch back up in the game because that's what Phantom Lancer is good at. Phantom Lancer farms very, 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 very quickly if you actually micro him well. Same thing with a Naga. You can pop your Manta Illusion, send them to each camp, or tide all the camps and a lane at once, get a bunch of farm. Same thing with the Phantom Lancer. A good Phantom Lancer will do that. That is the point of the Yasha Rush as a Phantom Lancer. It allows you and your illusions to get between camps very, 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 very quickly. As Rise posted in a random post he put on Join Dota forever ago about how to get 100 creep CS in 10 minutes as Phantom Lancer. Yasha is the Battle Fury of Phantom Lancer. X going to be thrown down onto Russian guy. Sand King, Impale, or Earthspike landing onto 2. No support coming in. Here comes our super OP Pro Drow. Oh, but we're going to Burrow Strike comes in. Our Epicenter comes in, but no mana from Burrow Strike again. Not having mana boots does absolutely nothing, and no coordination coming out from this team. Phantom Lancer just walks away. Bristleback just walks away, and now Sand King. No wand. No way of gaining mana to blink. You dare, bro. If you're gonna rush Blink Dagger, at least pick up a wand. You're not starving for money that much in this game. Waveformed again. 8 more seconds, and he will still not die from the next waveform. Waveform does what? 325? Yeah, now he's gonna die with the rocket. Morphling actually gets the last hit with the right click. Has his Lincoln Sphere up at okay time. His farm is not superb, but he's at 2-0-2, which is pretty good for a Morphling. Meanwhile, Bristleback and Bane just going to kind of hang out top lane. Because you got to send 2 people to push out a wave when you know all of the enemies are bot lane. Splitting XP when you have no reason to put 2 people in a lane, always a good idea. 0 people taking use of the jungle on the Dire team. I don't think this entire game anyone's farmed the jungle at least effectively. Bane Element, or Bristleback not going to walk in and click some creeps. Gonna have an Aggies rush on our Ancient Apparition. Awesome. If I go mid AA, I will rush Aggies half the time. The other time, I'll go ridiculous items like Shadowblade Mask of Madness and win the game. Teamers might be overseeing his weapon. Gets gripped up. This is why you have a Blink Dagger, bro, so you can blink into trees. You are so dead. Friends and scholars, the point of a Blink Dagger on Tinker is not only to be able to chase people, but to, when you port into a wave, you auto-blink into the creep, or into the towers. Port to the creep, hit shift, hit your hotkey for blink.
Radiant's middle tower has
Left
fallen.
click in the jungle next to you, and you'll immediately TP because shift queuing is very, very good. If anyone listening does not know what shift commands are in Dota, you should look it up for a better description because I'm not really going to go into it now. But yeah, do that, especially if you're a Tinker player. You really got to get comfortable with that. I say quote unquote if you're a Tinker player, but you should be able to play every hero if you play Dota anyway, so everyone's a Tinker player. I don't want to set the world on fire. Family Lancer just kind of hanging out. Is totally visible. Is going to get caught out. Chain Frost used. Are they going to be able to clean up in time? They Earthspike and he dies. What the fuck is he doing? Meanwhile, Bristleback actually cleans up the Drow Ranger way behind the enemy lines, and the Raging team will just walk mid as 3 and farm. Oh, Ancient Apparition. I don't know if you want to be there, bro. Getting chased under the line. Line is faster. Was in range for an auto attack. That means he's in range for a hex, I believe. Bristle back. What you doing, friend? Stuck kind of between a rock and a hard place. Picks up another Vip Booster. Has his Vanguard already. That's what I should do. Check some items. Crits Lifesteal Drow. Cool. Healing up online. Lich still going also for mech, because double mechs totally do not stack, but
Dire's top tower
whatever.
is under attack.
That's a thing. Blink Dagger up on our Tinker. Has his Staff of Wizardry. Going to be going for that Dagon. Dagon, awesome. Unless he wants to go for a push stick too, but that's like super lame. Too defensive. Phantom Lancer rushing into Aghas, Bristleback stacking HP. Phantom Lancer going for a Diff Blade after his Yasha. Ancient rushing into Aghas and Blink Dagger up on our Sand King. Kind of initiation onto everyone. Sand King gonna drop his ult on the Tinker. Can they clean him up? Bane, I want to come in from the side. They're gonna burst on the Tinker. They have a grip. They can use it. No, not fast enough on the Morphling. Lincoln's was popped. Finally, a fight where a Phantom Lancer gets away. Ancient Emperor's gonna land on two. Are they gonna initiate upon this? There is mana up on our Sand King, but nope, he's gonna stun the creep wave because that is more effective than killing heroes when you're trying to push. Yeah, Phantom Lancer not really effectively using his time in the game. Could actually be farming this jungle as he retreats. As you know, the entire raiding team is going to be defending this tower more than likely, like 95% chance they'll all be here. So just take that time. You're going back to base anyways. Spend all of your mana and most of your HP. Not all of it, because then you die. Farming these camps keeps your farm rate up, bro. Then you'll have items and enjoy the game more. Ancient Emperor's gonna come down. Gonna land on one, but the buff onto two. Bailment on the meanwhile picks up Tinker. Again, Tinker not using the Blink Dagger very well. Hamlancer at Seafield Microwave Solutions and just keep him in a big pack with himself. I'm pretty sure he went box and is now just clicking. You can auto set hotkeys in your settings to have a hotkey for all other units besides your hero, and it makes microing way easier. Sand King has Chilling Touch up. Also on the Ancient Apparition. Does the Ancient Apparition auto get buffed by it now? I don't know. There's some weird change with Chilling Touch that they... something. Only works against heroes and creeps. That's right, not against towers, not against Roshan. Bristle backstab, they're gonna catch out the Lich. But no, our Sand King again will not blink and stun because getting kills is hard. He needs the quick creeps. They're gonna continue to chase Cold Feet up on the Lich. They should try to burst him down, but no, he drops the Frost Blast, does not eat a creep, has no mana for his ultimate. AA Blast gonna land on one, gonna land on two. They're gonna catch out the Drow Ranger. Is our Lich gonna survive? Lich tempting the fates. They're gonna catch out two with that Earthspike again. Finger up on the Sand King, he's gonna live. Phantom Lancer drops though. Bristleback barely limping away. Blinks forward by our Tinker. Laser cooling down. And yeah, that's some hacks range, guys. Yeah. I have laser beams. Bane Elemental spots out some sweet, delicious gold. Yeah, that's a dead line. That's not a place it should be, bro. I don't know what he was thinking he would do when he has like 200 mana and not finger. Not looking at your map, not understanding what your hero can do. Diving past two creep waves and almost into a tower. That's how you die, friend. Yeah, BOTs are up on our Sand King, so he still has no mana. That's a thing. You ain't Hani, bro. Tries to drop the Nightmare. Morphling actually waves into the trees. Again, Sand King can just blink in and find him. Let's watch Sand King. See if he figures it out. Nope, gonna channel the Epicenter and blink in, and then not have mana for a stun. So Morphling TP's out. Because this is our Sand King player, friends. This is our Sand King player. Breaks my heart. I love Sand King. Love Sand King, and that is not an effective way to play him. Our Drow Ranger gonna AFK click some creeps in the jungle. Sitting at 0-5, but again, no, he's super imba pro Gosu. You guys just don't understand and are too noob to get his strategy. The last hits charge gonna have Morphling has been dominating it since the get-go, pretty much Ancient Apparition all gonna land, and finally Gandhi using the Blink Dagger properly, shift queuing like a boss. Excuse me, his name is TP. Unless all of their names are Gandhi. Or just coincidentally his name is Gandhi and they have a clan tag as Gandhi. Totally not a stack. Yeah, Ancient Apparition actually kills off the Morphling with the ult, showing off his new Scepter. Morphling didn't expect that shit, got blown the fuck up. Morphling took half of his health and damage right here, and then TP to this tower, and then farmed, which is cool, but should expect an Ancient Apparition on. Getting caught out, just a sad day for him. His first death? Yeah, that was his first death. Hell of a way to die, man. Bristleback picking up another haste rune, sitting at another 1100, 1200 gold. Gonna walk. I've seen this movie before. Frostblast is up, but not enough damage to Green Orb. He's not gonna reach an invade. Is he gonna pop? No, he's only gonna get down to like 160, maybe 150. But the 50 damage needed. You know what would have been great is if a hero had like a stun or just any nuke and like an item that lets you initiate from far away. God, if only someone on the Dire team was nearby and had a nuke and an item that lets you initiate from far away. Sucks, man. Nobody has that. And meanwhile, Ancient Apparition picks off the Drow with a combination of the Bristleback, but Lion shows off his new Blink Dagger, blinks it onto the Bristleback, fingers his back. See how he's going to try to TP out, waveform over Fire Morphling. He has the Adaptive Strike to clean up the Bristleback, shotgunning him down. Trading a Bristleback for the Drow Ranger, though. Gonna say decently good for the Dire team. I think they're behind in gold right now. XP though, interesting chart here, just kind of showing. I think the Radiant team was ahead in kills to begin with, and the Dire team kind of caught up recently. That's generally what will happen. Early kills don't give as much XP as kills later on in the game, clearly, because people have less worth in experience. Makes sense. Also, Famlancer was farming that whole time, catching up. So buying space for him, Bristleback, not a terrible way to exchange your death. And I think he died to 3 heroes, so the gold isn't that good. He died to 3 heroes, or the experience. Yep, gone. TP figuring out how to use his Blink Dagger like a boss. I'm proud of you, bro. I always love to watch people playing a game, having something happen to them that like disrupts their game, and adjusting accordingly. It's like they're playing Dota. Awesome! In the meanwhile, Lion's gonna get caught up by our Bannerlord. Bannerlord that has the grip, has an Aghas, has level 16, 29 experience. And yeah, blows up Lion with just a single ulti. That's some damage, yo. Lion even has a point because it's pretty tanky. Lincoln's immediately popped. Lincoln's kind of an interesting pickup against the Bristleback, but I guess it's kind of necessary. If you're getting initiated out by a grip, you get owned. So I guess you just have to chance it. Hope that your positioning is good enough that you don't allow the Bristleback to walk up and goo you. Either way, it lets you split push as long as... Oh, Sand King blinks in, drops the Epicenter, does not burst. I burst strikes down to 2. Here comes the Phantom Lancer. Ancient Apparition over top. There should be 2 kills. Immediately, Sand King pops in both of the Caustic Finale. Are they going to chase more? Morphling. Too fast. Bristleback's going to scout him out, but not going to be fast enough to catch up to him. Maybe if he was spamming spells the whole way, but he did not. Drow, again, is going to AFK farm, buying random items, not completing any of them. Has crits, has some lifesteal, going to go back for Shadow Blade. Just hoping the enemy team won't buy any detection, and I'll tell you, maybe? But it's okay, guys. This guy is Super Imbagosu Pro and is the leadest player in the game. As you'll find out later, I promise he's so good. Morphling has his Yasha, as we saw before, making him all fast and shit. Lion almost actually has his full ag. He's picking up the Blade of Liquidity, not what you want to do. Plus Int, good. Plus Strength, good. Plus Agi, not good. Pretty much on any hero that'll buy an Ag Scepter, you would want the mana and the HP items first. The agility is okay, but plus 10 agility doesn't really do anything. Even if it's like a Juggernaut, I would still way rather have the health and the mana than the plus 10 agi.
Tower is under attack.
Gonna have a bunch of goo being thrown onto Lich. Lich has no magic wand. I think against a bristleback, you like always want to have a magic wand, so should look to try to pick that up. It will boost his survivability. Just make him persist through these fights longer. Maybe get off a Chain Frost where he couldn't, because again, I don't think he's really gotten off a good Chain Frost. So the Dire team kind of surrounding the top and mid lanes of the Radiant team, but in the meanwhile, Tinker is properly pushing out, going to buy some space for his team. Towers right now sitting in favor of the Radiant team, up 2 towers. Nightmare being used to pop off that Lincoln Spear. Muffin waving in though, committing a little hard. The Dire team was lying in wait, and they could burst down on the Morphing, although there is a Blink Dagger up on our line, so Lion can counter initiate and stop the Fiend Script at any moment, because Bane did opt for the Aghanim Scepter and not a BKB. BKB would allow for full 5-second ulties every single time he uses it, as long as he BKBs. Yeah, Phantom Lancer just kind of walks into a tower and dies. Your guess is as good as mine as to why. He just feels like being into a tower next to a Lion who's level 16, or level 15 at the time. Just blows up the Phantom Lancer, and wait for it. Wait for it. Oh, come on, don't leave me guessing, baby. Come on. That guy takes forever to complain. Goes back, bashing down some catapults. There it is. How did you see me, Lion? It takes him like 30 seconds to say it. Because there's a tower next to you, and you're not good, and walked into it. Again, I don't mean saying he's not good as some declaration of unworth as a human being. I'm saying he's not good as in he's very bad at Dota. Because he is. There's a lot of things I'm bad at, and people can criticize me at them as well. Right? That makes it okay if I say that, right? Right. Sanking, TPing in, has his epicenter. Just gonna punch some creeps. Punching some creeps. Punching some creeps. Gonna stun through and hope that they don't have detection, get silenced up. They actually did have detection. Essentially now dropped by Sanctifrax. Meanwhile, Bristleback backstabbing in. Is his team gonna react? Sand King, where you at, bro? Sand King's kinda hanging out. And Bristleback gets blown up, and then he uses his ulti. And keeps running in. And gets lasered and rocketed. The initiation, though, Ancient version has no ulti. Phantom Lancer doesn't really have anything. Man, speak about Difficulty Blade 2. Again, I like the choice. Leveling up your Diffusal Blade is a very, very good idea as quickly as possible as Phantom Lancer because it increases his damage output ridiculously. And yeah, Sand King tries to go into the Sandstorm, but nope. Sanctifrax learned from his first mistake. Oh, we're gonna have actually a grip up onto the Drow Ranger. A nice waveform into the Adaptive Strike, canceling that from a Morphling, saving the Drow. Drow actually picking up 2 kills back to back in these 2 fights. First 2 kills of the game. Sleeping using the Morphling. Ancient Apparition are gonna fly over, lands on the Morphling. Phantom lands to chase, but only pops the Lincoln Sphere. Oh, my laundry stopped this time, so I don't hear the whole time. Are Bane and Lindo getting dove by the Tinker? Tinker, is he gonna chase? No, Bane drops his sleep. Wolfie not gonna latch as the first proc. The first tick of the damage is gonna cancel the sleep. Phantom Lancer are gonna rotate in, take this farm. As his entire team, 8 clicks. And they creeps also, so he probably doesn't get most of it.
Regeneration.
Indeed, sad day for him. Sitting at 90 last hits. Let's just go to the Worth, because that's what really matters. And 4 heroes of the Radiant team ahead of the entire Dire team. Lich, the sad lone person at the bottom of the charts for both the Radiant team and the entire game. Being a boss, has a mech. Lion also getting a mech, because 2 mechs are better than 1, right? Right. If you guys don't know, mech, the heal, the aura doesn't stack, and the heal can only be procced every 25 seconds if you use a mech. If you use 2 mechs immediately, only 1 heal goes off. I guess if you look at it, since it's a 45-second cooldown, if you have 2 mechs, you can consistently like spam them every 25 seconds, roughly. So, I guess you can argue it's not terrible. Respect is gonna run in, pop the Lincolns like a bouse. Got a hiccup, sorry. Oh! Lich gets caught out and blown up by our Bane Elemental, dropping the Fiend Script. Removing that Chain Frost in the fight, they can look to probably get aggressive, as that is the main teamfight ability of the Radiant team. Still having ridiculous burst damage, if they can look to lock down the Lion and probably the Tinker, the fights will go substantially in their way. With a tanky front line like Bristleback just running at someone, it'll at least remove Lion from being able to cast freely upon other people. So, as I hoped, the Dire team is going to look to get aggressive, but our Sand King has the not mana and doesn't want to be useful. So he's just going to AFK push in the top lane, which I guess is good. It'll probably be better for him to be mid, as he is the initiation of the Dire team. Ancient Original going to land on the line. This is the initiation they could be looking for, but again, no stun on... no blink stun coming up from Sand King, because he is split pushing. So the Dire team's going to have to back off. Lich is back alive. The push will not be successful. Drow farming pretty aggressively, just hoping that no one walks up and sees him. Phantom Lancer walks up and sees him. Just gonna kind of hang out. Laying in wait, seeing if he can catch out somebody solo. Trying to use that new shiny diff 2 to get a kill. It's our Drow. Drow, does he have his Shadow Blade? He just picked it up. And Phantom Lancer just, I don't think this dude has any reason. Grip going down in 4 seconds on our Bane, but not dropping the sleep, dropping an Enfeeble. That's cool. Drow still hits for 100 damage plus. Drow going for a heart. Sure, I'll take it. Again, he's super Imbagosu Pro, so clearly understands the game better than everybody else. Sand King gonna punch and then Burrow Strike away because he's scared of an illusion of his own teammate. Gonna stance him under the tower. Just throw all of his cooldowns. Ancient Aboriginal going to land. Is he gonna hit anybody? It hits onto one. Again, Sand King does not like initiating ever unless he is epicentering into Blink into Burrow Strike. There is no other way to possibly initiate as a Sand King if you are not epicentering, Blink, Burrow Strike. Only way. That's sarcasm. If you guys think I'm being serious, please, God, sometimes just Blink Stun. Like most times, just Blink Stun. Just Blink Stun. Just do it. Please, Sand King. Just Blink Stun. Breaking my heart. Michael Phelps not being used to his full potential. Yes, I know Michael Phelps is not an Olympic diver. Morphling getting caught out and blown up by Bane. I missed this last time because I'm bad, so let's watch it again. Morphling half HP just kind of walks up. Bane immediately tries to brain zap him again, not really being aware of all these Lincolns, but it doesn't matter because he still kills Morphling. Because Morphling was not quick on the waveform. Just kind of the point of the Lincolns is that you waveform after the person has like thrown out their first ambush spell. Not being fast enough. Bane Elemental has decent cast animation, so makes sense. Has his Necro 1, can buy his Necro 2. Let's see if he chooses to do so. In the meanwhile, Bristleback going to click down some Ancients, get some more items, and that is a Sanj and Yasha for our Phantom Lancer. Sure, he didn't need to get more tanky. I keep thinking that I've said things that I haven't, because I have already, just not on this cast. So, Phantom Lancer is still very, very squishy, still sitting at 0-7, getting blown up in every fight. Has assists now, though, but choosing to get a Sanj and Yasha over the Manta, it's okay. It's cheaper than a Manta by a little bit. But Manta's just so much better for Phantom Lancer. You can use it to remove Drow Ranger sounds. You can just use it just to cause chaos in a team fight. Meanwhile, Sand King... No, Tinker gets caught out. A Blink Stun finally being used by a Sand King. Lion actually managed to clean the Bristleback before they can blow up the Tinker. And Tinker's going to walk away and survive once Phantom Lancer can get a lance off. No such luck. Not using the double walk for its move speed to get in and be more aggressive. Sand King surviving. Bristleback dying. Good initiating attempt coming from a Sand King, but not enough damage. Tinker 2 Pro. E-Blade being attempted by Morphling has finished off his Manta style. Ancient Apparition all going to land onto 3. Is there going to be an initiation from our Sand King? No, he went to base. It's the most funny because I think the AA and the Sand King are friends and they have the worst coordination. Getting a kill on the Lich just off of the sheer damage coming out from his 17-second Frostbitten debuff. Maybe a Phantom Lance. I don't know why. Morphling's still pushing pretty aggressively, but the entire Dire team is rotating in. Is he going to be able to escape this? Sand King has Blink, has Burst Strike. Going to Blink, gonna Burst Strike. Lincoln's not enough cooldown, and the lift, the grip is used half a second before it comes off cooldown, and yeah! As it did Morphling! I think you can strength morph during that. Pretty sure you can. Choosing not to do so. Gonna die. Gotta use morph, bruh. I know you can start morphing during a Sand King stun for sure, so just not really using his abilities. Gonna get caught out, gonna die. But it did cost a 5-year rotation, so it's not the absolute worst. It's still bad as he is the top of the net worth chart, and he is target number 1 for the Dire team. Lion gonna disconnect like a boss. Trying to be cool like our Drought. But again, nobody's going to be as Imbagosu Pro as our Drought Ranger.
Radiant's bottom tower
BKB being picked up by our Sand King. Sand King porting top, because again, whole team is pushing bot. They do take the tower, but he wants to split push. Even though Tinker has to be bot to defend. Doesn't have to be bot immediately, but he does want to get the march down. Tinker kind of walking out. Bro, one lance and you could die there. Yeah, if Sand King was there, that is a free Tinker kill, and that's a free base. So, Tinker dead. That's most of the counter push gone. Drought Ranger gonna walk on the high ground, but has Invincibility Blade. Invincibility, not invisibility, invincibility, because in this game, no one will buy detection ever on the Dire team. Never. Never.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Never.
Dire's
Bane going back
structures
for
are
an
fortified.
ultimate orb. I'm guessing it's going to be a Hex. Hex will be very good against Morphling, as when Hex, if Morphling has not already cast Morph, excuse me, I'm dying. He cannot cast Morph during Hex. Could be a Lincoln Sphere, could be an Eye of Scotty. Pause by our Drought Ranger. Because again, he's super Imbagosu Pro. Why? From Phantom. Lion. Go. He's been gone 2 mins. 2 times speed, oh god. Drop like an earthquake, earthquake, earthquake. I get a stun on the Lich. Lich gets caught out and blown up. Phantom Assassin is trying to AFK click some creeps, I think. Or maybe this Lich was just positioning poorly.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Alright, I'm gonna look to pressure on this tier 2. There seems to be no resistance. Tinker is not in position to counter push. Has managed to pick up a Dagon 2. Going back for the standard burst damage Tinker build. Not opting for the reliable spam lockdown. And yeah, somehow Tinker stands next to a bristleback and doesn't get his link canceled, which is interesting. Drops 2 marches and bye-bye push. In the meanwhile, Morphling attempting to solo Broshan. Can he do it in time? Will the Dire team check? Do the Dire team even know that there is a hero boss type thing called Roshan on the map? I'm gonna go with I don't think so. Morphling's kind of regenerating it for a few seconds. Pops his Manta. See if he's gonna go properly M command onto the. Yep, he does. But way too late on that. Fucking team. Yes, guys. So it begins. The Imbagosu proness of our Drought Ranger is about to come into fruition. When he begins his all-chat awesomeness, which we all know is the way to assert yourself as the most dominant player in a game.
Immortality.
Farms up some Ancients as his team buys him ridiculous space to AFK jungle farm. But their sacrifice is for naught, as they are all noobs and terrible. Morphling actually morphing down to about 80 HP. Is he going to get caught out? Thinking blinks in. Does not catch the Morphling. Morphling's going to waveform away. No TP scroll though. Left it in the fountain. In the meanwhile, Drow Ranger gets caught out by 2, gets gripped and gets bursted down. Morphling going to kind of hang out and get a rune. Like, aw, dude, sweet,
Radiant's
peace.
top tower is under attack. Radiant's
Top tower though gets cleaned up by Famlancer. Again, Famlancer has been given ridiculous space to come back into this game, sitting at 4.5k gold. Catching up on net worth, almost tied with the Drow Ranger. GG Team Noob. Being called by our very, very bad Drow Ranger who got caught out entirely on his own and has to flame the teams. Because he is too Imbagosu pro to ever die on his own. Tinker going full man mode and blinking forward. Yeah, he's actually, no, that's not.
tower is under
It
attack.
shows him as blue on my screen, which is weird because he's not lion. Now reconnecting and chat version waveforming again. Sun gonna miss from our Sand King.
Radiant's middle
But
tower
don't matter, had Lincoln's. Lincoln's is popped by Cold Feet. Have the Frost Nova, Frost Blast going out. He could be being popped by our Sand King, popping the blade mode, just kind of hitting every button. Pops the ultimate and stuns a bunch of illusions. And Tinker, oh, is he actually gonna die to this? Tinker drops the rockets, cleans out one.
Radiant's top tower
Apparition has a Lincoln's of his own and dies, but dies immediately. Why is there a Lincoln's on AA? Yeah, I don't know. If you're that scared of like the burst damage coming from a Morphling or a Lion, why wouldn't you just buy a BKB? Or you can just buy a Force Staff and stand in the back and not get caught out and actually keep your team alive with it. Because there is one stun on the Radiant team
Radiant's top
and a
tower is
Hex
under attack.
and a bunch of slows. You know what's really good against that? A Force Staff. But 0 Force Staffs in this entire game. That item is noob. And we all know we can't buy noob items or else people will flame us and call us noob. And status is more important than winning a game. So Bristleback's gonna click down some creeps in the jungle. Radiance picked up by our Phantom Lance, looking to cancel some Blink Daggers would be the general thinking behind it, but really I think he just thinks, I have a shit ton of gold, I'm gonna buy an expensive item that's cool. And I fully agree, if I were him and suddenly came across a pile of gold, I would buy a Radiance too, because Radiances are awesome. It's a fiery sword that burns shit, man. Why would you not want that? Meanwhile, Bane Elemental gonna grip up the line. But again, waveform being canceled by the Adaptive Strike from our Morphling, and Bane Elemental's gonna get picked up by the Drow Ranger.
You are too noisy to live.
Wildly overextending when they have full map control. No reason to do that. Should just save it for a team fight. Ancient Aboriginal actually gonna land on 3. Popping both mechs, because neither of these players have figured out yet that you can't heal through it. Which is funny because the tooltip says you can't heal through it.
Radiant's top tower is
But
under
neither of them
attack.
pop from it. Bristleback actually coming in, getting aggressive, gets hexed up, he actually misses the E-Blade onto the Lion. Lion has finger, Blade Mail pop by the Bristleback. Looks like the Radiant team's gonna back off, as will the Bristleback. Sand King again choosing to be totally irrelevant, could have been here and killed 3 people. But would rather hang out in trees trying to make some sweet WoW Dota 1v5 plays. Gonna be OT's bot, gonna split push, gonna split push, gonna split push. He's farming a Sand King. Totally, he will 100% scale better than a Tinker and a Morphling and a Drow with farm. So effectively, by not pressuring any of those cores or fighting this team, he is allowing these heroes to similarly AFK farm. So back, is he getting caught out or is he catching out the Drow Ranger? Nope, Drow Ranger gonna blow him up. Drow Ranger with a Daedalus now hitting for actual damage. Again, his team bought him insane amounts of space to get farm. Only sitting at 3 a minute right now at 53 minutes, so not good still. But good enough to get a bunch of very, very big items. Very, very, very big right-click items coming out from this Drow Ranger. Not really that big, just more of Drow does a lot of damage to begin with, and you put crits on her and she hits really goddamn hard. And now is survivable with her heart. So when it comes to sheer right-click power, the Radiant team is currently worlds ahead of the Dire team.
Radiant's middle barracks.
The Dire team has a more well-versed grouping of damage, and they have a lot of AoE prowess coming up from the Sand King. Combined with the Radiance Burn and the AA ult over top, can probably kill most, if not all, of the Radiant team. They managed to corner this because we're not going to fight coming in. E-Blade being used immediately, popping the Phantom Lancer, getting too aggressive, gripping use onto the Draw Ranger. Phantom Lancer going to try to get away. Brain Saps does not sleep. Why would you sleep on the main target killing you? But it's going to drop. Yeah, Phantom Lancer just wants to run at people and die. I don't really know what he's doing. Ancient Apparition is going to land on 4. Is he going to clean up any of them with this residual damage? Hopefully. The Aegis actually pops. Oh, that's the worst thing ever, man. Again, popping the mech again and healing nothing. Oh, you almost actually died. That sucks. When Aegis, if people are not used to the new Aegis, when the Aegis dies, since 0.79, 6.79, it then heals you to full HP and mana over 5 seconds. It shouldn't be full though, since it should be full. I'm mixing it up with the cheese. So it actually procced while he was not able to heal from the AA Ice Blast. Either way, he was taking dot damage, and it gets canceled from any damage, any I think hero damage. Gandhi has his Dagon 5, going to go for that E-Blade. Looks like their Dire team is going to try to push down mid once more, but without their Phantom Lancer, they really can't do this. Like, they really can't do this. Like, if they just go on the Sand King or they kill the Ancient Apparition, they kill anybody, the fight's over. I'm going to try to use Morph or Replicate to block, to proc the Lincolns. Phantom Lancer are going to choose AFK split push, see if the Radiant team notices this and goes and fights. That's what they should do. Oh, Ancient Apparition lands on 3. Sand King, though, not nearby to initiate. We have our first heart picked up by our Perspec, going for a second heart. 1 heart is cool. 2 hearts makes you, I think, part cow. Cows have multiples of every organ, right? Totally. Already saw the BKB picking our Sand King, also going for a heart. AA going back for hopefully a 4-staff. This 4-staff is a really good item, guys. Please buy it. Okay, Phantom Lancer actually has managed to push in the top lane, probably up into almost the tower. Chain Frost used. Dire's breached the high ground. Radiant team not really defending. They're just kind of standing around and not using their abilities. Range Track's already dropping. Tier 3 breached by the Phantom Lancer top lane. They go on to the Tinker. Our Lion just not using anything in this fight. Gonna pick off, they managed to pick up the Sand King. Draw Ranger cleaning him up. Ancient Apparition gets killed in the process of trying to help out a Sand King for being used on the Morphling. Finger being used in the Bristleback. Bristleback dies, or kills the Morphling before he dies. Lion getting up that Bristleback. Ancient Apparition killing off the Tinker in the fountain, though. Being on much of Cauda is gonna die to the Drow Ranger. Again, not sleeping the Drow, sleeping himself, actually buying him a lot of space. Bristleback off cooldown. You can just use it. You can just use it to cancel it. As Finger, is he going to use it? Turns around and Fingers the Bane, cleans up 1. Be brought down by a Phantom Lance, and the Radiance Burn from the Phantom Lance are doing some serious damage. A 3 for 4 engagement so far. Phantom Lance are the only one left alive for their Dire team. He's going to take down another Rax. Drow just AFK'd in Fountain because he's too Imbagosu pro. If you guys are wondering why I've been flaming this kid all game, it's because he is doing shit like that. You can't talk shit all game and then just walk away from your base dying and then flame your team for your base dying. Yeah, the Lion didn't use any abilities and nobody really initiated on the Dire team as they killed 2 sets of Raxes. But again, nobody initiated. 0 heroes. The Drow Ranger with a heart did not initiate it. I'm saying Drow Ranger has a heart. If you're buying a heart, you buy it because you're expecting to absorb a lot of damage, so throw yourself at them and save your base. If you lose your base, you lose the game. But Tinker actually this entire time manages to take a tier 3 top. Fine back for that. It's a thing. Lich, though, runs up here. That's not a place you should be, bro. This is when you run away. is gonna do so. It's gonna survive. Has had these wards for like the entire game, and I don't know if he's used them. Maybe he just always has 2 ops wards whenever I look at him. Morphling going for a Scotty. Our Jar Ranger going back for a Butterfly. Necro 2 picked up now on our Bane Elemental. I haven't picked up Necro 1 forever ago, only now completing the second one. Almost second heart picked up by a Bristleback, sitting at 3,800 HP. Our Phantom Lancer bought a Battle Fury. Sitting now at the top of the net worth chart though, cleaning up 2 Raxes on your own generally does that. Lion blows up the Sand King. I have to. It must be known. Sand King BOTs into the enemy base, on top of 2 heroes, stuns in, goes invisible, but there is detection. There's something that lets you see me have invis? What? Yeah, that... Holy shit, that finger range was like across the world. Have a Hex now finished up on our line. That will be good. Hex is a very good item. Thank God someone bought it in this game. Morphling's going to replicate back into the fountain for some Imbagosa region. Phantom Lancer gonna walk into the high ground. Jar Ranger is in position to sound stun. Gonna land on him. Dude, this is not the way to siege a base. You are not tanky, friend. Jar Ranger going to click you a bunch of times. Is there gonna be detection? No detection used. Phantom Lancer just gonna walk away. Lich not really in position to drop the sentry, bro. And yeah, Phantom Lancer just gonna strut away like a G. Not really any regen coming out from him. Really needs that heart. But went for a Battle Fury instead. Because you could just stand here and make a creep wave every time, or make an illusion army every time the creeper comes out, and throw them at the base, and the Dire team cannot, or Radiant team really can't deal with that. Well, they have a team, they kind of can. Or you can go Battle Fury and run in and almost die every time. And Bristleback just kind of walks in and dies, because I think he had 2 little deaths. Yeah, he only had 9 deaths, and he wanted to be the first one to get to double digits. So he managed to do so. I'm proud of him. Phantom Lancer gonna still not micro resolutions, and they have both Radiance Burn, and that's it.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And I guess the Diffusal Blade is pretty good against some jungle creeps. But yep, just gonna kind of run around with his creeps in the pack. Not really farming very efficiently, but still at the top of the net worth chart. Our Tinker almost has his E-Blade finished. Going double E-Blade on the team. We'll make his team hit like goddamn bricks with a Lion, with an Ag Scepter. That requires more random guttural grunt noises. Yeah, that's how much damage it does. Drow, if can, because he's too pro to not block his own camps. Lion almost pulling a pro juke, but gets bro strike. So they're gonna pop the grip. They are gonna pop the Fiend's grip. He should be very good. Sandstorming instead of right clicking. Your right clicks do more damage, bro. Pops the mech. Is he gonna get away? Drops the Earth Spike. Hits 2. If he turns on and actually hexes, I think he gets away. Is he gonna survive? Pops the magic wand. Sounds only gonna land on 1. Oh no! One last right click after the burst strike. Cleans up the line. Okay, now Jar Ranger has to AFK here. I think he's about to flame. Full Scotty picked up on a rather farm Morphling. Meanwhile, top lane is pushing in, BOTing in is our Tinker. I think the creep died. Yeah, dude. Just blink up there. G4 Tower at half health, taking some pretty serious damage. There's our Tinker. Gonna clean this up. TP being a bouse, making sure his base does not die, because little known fact, if your base dies, you lose the game. Phantom Lancer picking up a Sacred Relic. Could be Rapier, guys. Also, can we talk about how Sacred Relic is like the ugliest looking item? It looks really bad. Not necessarily ugly. Just kind of looks stupid. It's just gold with like random ruby stuck in it. Oh, burst strike in from our Sand King, catching out the Lich. Lich, again, this hero is very survivable. You are not. Don't do that. It's now 60 seconds without Lich All. I don't know if they can defend with this Lion still dead for another 17. They can just, if they push quickly enough, they can take this Rax. Oh no, and Tinker's not in a position to drop down Marches. What are you doing, bro? You need to have him going on. They're just going to rotate bot lane, clean up the Ziggurat. Phantom Lancer's kind of wandering around, though. Kill the tower, friends. Focus on the tower. Phantom Phantom Lancer gonna run into the Tinker. Pops the Lincolns. Gonna start diving pretty aggressively. Earth Spike again onto Silence setting onto as well. Here comes our Morphling. Morphling just... Phantom Lancer, is he really gonna walk away from this? 25 HP. Double walk. Walks away. Bristleback, is he gonna survive this? Stun! Respect dies to one last rocket from our Tinker. Double stun onto our Morphling and our Lion. Morphling still at half HP. Another Earth Spike gonna land onto the King Dagon. Not Blade Mail fast enough, but Blade Mail not pop. So sleep on our Bane again, not sleeping the targets that can kill you, sleeping yourself and just delaying the inevitable. Sand King though is gonna take one for the team. Drow Ranger with the right clicks cleans up the Sand King. They defend their base, but lose the tier 3.
Radiant's Ancient is under attack.
And both tier 4s in the process. Oh no, with decent split pushing coming out from a Phantom Lancer, I don't know if the Radiant team can ever leave their base. All the Dire team needs to do is just play safe and wait for a good initiation. GG fast being called by our Drow Ranger. Gonna AFK in base like a boss. Our Bane Elemental bought back for this? I don't think he did. Nope, did not buy back for that. GG Lyo and Lich Noob. E-Blade now picked up on our Tinker. Yeah, just gonna AFK. Let's play the game. Let's watch to see what it takes for Drow to play Dota again. I'll give you a hint. It's his team carrying the living shit out of him. It's the Radiant team man-moding down mid, trying to make a YOLO push. Yeah, Drow's like, oh, well, I mean, they seem to be doing pretty good. Like, maybe I should defend or something. Morphling forced to TP back by our Sand King skills. Phantom Lancer's there to catch the creeper and start pushing it back out. Tinker. Bane catches up the Lich. Lion drops the Hex, not fast enough to hit the Earth Spike afterwards to fully disable the Bane after that Lincoln's proc is used. Bling forward by our Sand King has a Burrow Strike, uses it onto the Lion. Lion cannot die here. I don't know if they can defend. Bling forward by our Bane. Drops the Decrepify. Phantom Lance, I think, going to land. Is he gonna walk away? Drops the Hex. Drops the heal. Again, GG fast call by our Drow. Is he a prophet or is he an idiot? I'll tell you. Either way, what happens, he's an idiot. Phantom Lance just gets blown up, walks into double E-Blade and Dagon 5. That's not where you should be. This is why you get HP. Morphling just replicates out, even though I don't think he takes any damage from any of this. Walk back in now. Drow Ranger comes in again. Of course, after people start dying, Drow's like, oh, I should play Dota. Blink away from our Sand King, juking the Finger of Death. No, one last E-Blade killing the Sand King as he Burrow Strikes away. They're going to chase down the Drow Ranger. The Drow Ranger's going to chase down the Bane Drow Ranger. It's like, gonna seal the fate of the Bane. Meanwhile, Bristleback comes in now. 1v3, I don't think he can defend against this. Take down anyone before he dies. It's E-Bladed. He's gonna get Dagon. Yep, that's a very dead Bristleback. Bane also buying back. Feeling like he needs to make something happen on the map. Possibly keep the lanes pushed in. Force the Radiant team to stay in their base. And wait for their Phantom Lancer to come back to life. Phantom Lancer, again, this Abyssal Blade. Why would you buy an Abyssal Blade when all you need to do is take buildings? You're so far ahead, you just need to split push really well. Why would you get that item? Why would you get a Battle Fear? Again, GG fast being called by our Drow, because you have to assert your dominance by all chatting and calling your team as only noob, and never actually saying what it is they did that was noob. Bane Elemental gonna catch up the Lion. Can he burst him down in time? No, a nice mech pop before the Brain Sap use. Getting stunned up, gets Earth Spikes to pop the Lincolns, gets hexed up. And Drow just says, yo, sweet gold. No, but my Lion's totally a noob, guys. In the meanwhile, BOT's in. Morphling gonna clean up the Phantom Lancer again. Phantom Lancer, what are you doing? Cut out of position. Does not doppelwalk. Let's watch that again in slow motion because I can. Phantom Lancer's like, oh, they're pushing my base. I'm gonna walk at them. Do 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 do. 1900 HP. Do 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 do. That's half my HP. Man, if only I had an escape mechanism that made me go invisible. But our Lich has every ward in the world. Not really placing any of them because they look cooler if you just have them in your inventory. If you actually get enough stacks up of your obs wards, it increases your vision. I'm gonna work on this Rax. Can the Dire team defend this, or are they gonna lose one Rax? Ancient Version is up, but is just kind of AFK, not using any abilities. Kinda wanna be spamming your Ice Blast here. Bristleback is back alive as the Sand King has BKB, has Epicenter, gonna try to Burst Strike into Morphling, pops the Lincolns. Ancient Version, looking some creeps. Frost being used is gonna bounce beautifully. No blade mails pop. You could kill the Lich. Morphling just blows up the Sand King. No BKB used by him. Ancient Version still AFK, clicking creeps. Morphling gonna blink back in. Pop the Mantis, start clicking down the Bristleback. Bristleback kills the illusions. Sitting at 1,000 HP, and you're gonna survive here. Ancient Version, you need to do things. Just is AFK. Still AFK. That's 5 dead.
Under attack.
Yeah, that's how the game ends, guys. With Drow spamming GG and Fast Team Noob as his team kills Famlancer twice.
Dire's top barracks has fallen. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Famlancer now back in the game. Gonna throw down a sweet, sweet Phantom Lance. Gonna get bursted down by one E-Blade from our Tinker. Tinker lasering down a creep like a G. Phantom Lancer's gonna sit here and go, oh, what have I done? You bought stupid items, friend, and died. Ha 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 ha! Coming from our Drought. Fuck this PL. Being called up by 2 terms. I agree. I would be very, very upset if we took 2 Raxes and my Phantom Lancer built troll items and then lost the game. Due to first time. We can tell. Recommend me. Called by our Flaming Jaw Ranger, who again didn't really do anything this entire game. Great. He is fucking great, guys. Ha ha ha. That is going to be the game. Please, God, say this fucking recorded. It did fantastic. Do I have sound? I do. Goddamn-tastic. So shout out to my main man. I am, what is your name? Yeah, exactly. I am Mr. Popo, as I thought. What's up? I am Mr. Popo. Thank you for submitting another thing to Dota 2 Casted, and thank me for choosing it, and us having this bromance continuing. I think we have a thing here. It's nice. Doing some work, winning some games. Cool stuff. I'm going to click close. My name is RmZD, if you guys did not know that. If you like my cast, please feel free to subscribe to me at at youtube.com/user/DotaRmZD. If you don't like me, do the same and tell me that I suck. Now, I'm actually not going to go through the whole list of things I'm doing recently just because I don't know the specifics enough, but I will be casting a tournament sometime in December. I'll be one of the casters for the tournament, and I'm also one of the casters for a Sunday League, I believe, that is going on currently. So there will be more information in future casts, so if you would like that, please watch them, and at the end, I'll explain more shit to you guys. So either way, this is going to be RmZD. I'm going to get out of here, do some vocal warm-ups because I'm speaking atrociously from my voice, and find you guys some more cool replays to bring to you. Anyway, I'm going to sign off and see you guys in the next game.